What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Canuck and Nuts. This is NHL 20. This is a new franchise. We will play not Crash, apparently. So I just want to give you guys a quick update what's going on. So, as you know, I've been away for the past couple bit. I just been busy. Summer ending. I have school started as of today, so moving future with the channel. It's one class, but I will try my best to manage both with work as well and my social life. That's pretty much it. And if you've noticed on social media that our logos have changed, sum it up for it's official now. Tyler will not be coming back. He's pursuing other things, so I'm not mad. We're not mad at each other. We're not fighting. No, nothing. I'm actually happy that he's pursuing other things and that he's expanding his horizons. So farewell, Tyler. I was gonna make a joke, but farewell, Tyler. We're not going to make any jokes today. So, well, we can start with the episode, guys. So, I put out some polls out on social media about what team we should be using. Got a lot of team ideas. I had expansion as one. I had Ottawa, my team. A lot of rebuilders like LA, the Rangers, even Calgary, who is a contender. I was going to do Ottawa. I was going to do my home team, but I realized that might be controversy for myself because I might be biased towards Ottawa. So I thought, what's a team that we could just blow up, do a rebuild, and get this team back to where it used to be? So I've had the team here. The team is here. I just got to move it over, and I'll show you who we're doing. We're going to take control of the Anaheim Ducks, guys. So if you're not aware, last year Anaheim had probably one of the worst seasons they've had in recent memories. They ended up losing Corey Perry they bought him out. And this team is just, they don't have enough young guys to mix well with the older guys, in my opinion, that we can move some guys out. And I'll show you what I mean. So looking at it, like first off, the first line, +5 overall. We'll get into the whole coaching scheme and all that, how that works. But that is +5 right there. I haven't had one yet in my trials, but we have a +5 there. And the only problem is, we need to trade off players and get returns. So i.e., I want to let Getzlaf retire as a Duck, so we may not move him, but pending how we go. Silverberg is one player. I know he's 28. We can move out and get assets. Same with Raquel, 26. He's still young, but moving forward, we can still get some players. He has 3 years left at a very friendly deal. Henrique's another player that we can move on from. So just a lot of players here. And I know we're going to have to eat a guy like Ryan Kessler's contract. It sucks for another 3 years at that. But a lot of players we can move out, i.e. the top 4 players right here. When it comes to defense, like Hampus Lindholm's still young. I'd like to keep him. And we can move like Josh Manson, Cam Fowler, a lot of guys. And then Brendan Gooley's the young one. And then the one goaltender, obviously, we're going to keep John Gibson. I will make this out here. So with John Gibson, he is 26. And he's got an 8-year contract at 6.4. If we still are not a playoff team by the time he's 30, we will look into moving him out, just because I feel it's not even fair to him, and then probably in real life he'd probably be like, hey, listen, I think it's time. I want out. I want a fresh start. So young guys that we have looking at, we have Max Jones is one of them, Sam Steele another one. Where is he? Maxime Comtois is another one. Gooley, like I said. There are a couple other guys, but I feel like their prospect pool is a bit weaker than some teams rebuilding. Ottawa would be very easy. Like, they've got most of their key players for the rebuild. So, if we take a look at the rookie skaters here, Lundstrom's one. Steele, like I mentioned, Moran, Tracy, Kopaka, Maher, Grula. But not a lot of top. You don't see any elite players right there. So, we could get some, and we could, like I said, we trade off some players, we get some picks back, and we become a rebuilding team. We blow essentially, what I'm saying, short form, let's blow the team up. Let's start fresh in Anaheim. Let's make this team the team that they used to be. So I'll show you the coaching staff who we're going to go with. We'll start at the AHL. So we have Nielsen, Briere, Nagy, and Kenko. So our goaltender coach, obviously we might actually look right here in this episode. Victor Byers is a D- goalie coach. We could probably find someone better than him. Banks is our assistant, Newbury our associate, and then we have Trenton Persinger as our coach. He's rated as a B overall, but I like the A and A minus defense. Power, the special teams is a B, so that's where it evens out. But the teaching right there, especially if we're going to go into a rebuild, like they said, for the coaches, if they're going to be an A, like the higher the coach for teaching, the better they are with young guys. So we get more young guys on this team. He could probably help coach this team up. When it comes to the scheme fit, 67% of our team fits the scheme. Like look at Nick Ritchie, full, Raquel up there, Getzlaf up there, Henrique, Manson. So a lot of players fit his scheme. But obviously, like I said, I want to move on from a lot of these players, rebuild this team. So hopefully Trenton Persinger will help with this. He rolls 4 lines in all the pairings, so he's got I think he's a great coach to go with on this one. But obviously, if better coaches arise and they have more of our players fit their scheme, I have no problem doing so. When it comes to goaltending, let me just see for a goaltending coach. Like what I'm wondering here, I'm still trying to work on how coaches and all that work. If we took like an AHL head coach and bumped him up to a goaltending, like is there a stat for goaltending? Coach influence. So yeah, it'd be their specialty. Is there any goaltender specialties? I highly doubt it. Forwards, defense, we had generalists. A lot of generalists apparently. Goaltender coach, but a lot of them are D's. I don't want any D-rated goaltending coaches, so I'm wondering if I call up an assistant coach for, they showed for the NHL or AHL, if we could get something. So overall, take down. I wonder if I go with generous assistant coaches, bump them down 1. I may have to give him a little bit more. So what if I were to 5.8? I could interview him, but I just want to see if we can get him right away. And I will fire the goaltending coach right now. I do not want a D- coach only for the fact that I have John Gibson. I think John Gibson is a great young not young, it's not completely young, but he is a good goaltender. And having a D- coach is going to be pathetic. So Victor Byers, you're gone. We have no goaltender coach, so that's fine. We're still in the preseason. Let's see if he will accept our offer. Hoping he comes in. Perfect. So Wyatt Earl joins us as the goaltending coach. So he is a better goaltender coach right there. So let's take a look for trading block. Like I said, I want to move a lot of players out. So we're going to put our the players like I've mentioned. So I'll leave Raquel off just for now. So Henrique is one of them, I said. Fowler being another one. And I'll put Manson as well. So like I said, a lot of players I want coming back. I want a first back. I want to get a lot of picks to get young players, especially in this draft. A top 5 pick would be great in my opinion. I'm fine. I'm not big on the trading block, stuff like that part, what I want back. I just want anything. And I'll show you what I mean as I want a lot of picks. So review draft class. So obviously Alexis Lafreniere is the #1 consensus pick. I would like to have him on the team, but I wouldn't be completely upset. Obviously, I know that they change how the lottery system works, but obviously Lafreniere would be great for this team. But I have Max Jones and company on the side, but we'll try and get Lafreniere, so we'll get him there. George Fisher, he's obviously a creative player. Lucas Raymond, I'd like to get him as well. Sniper, putting him with, for the future, our goal scorer. That'd be great. Tony Kakko. So for centers, like I said, Sam Steele, and I already forget the other one. I know they have a Troy Terry. Yes, Troy Terry. So they have a couple young guys when it comes to that. So for centers, I would like to get a #1 bona fide center. I'm not saying that these two could get there. They could obviously one day. But guys that I know could be a #1 center close would be Cole Perfetti and Quentin Byfield. That'd be great to add for the team, obviously. Star right there. Scout recommendations. That's what that means. Okay. I'm still working on how everything's working on this. I've done a couple simulations, and I do like how the sim works, especially in this. So there's some guys that we could target for the draft. I know the draft's a while away, but we can look into that. Contracts. Who would need a contract for next season? I think a lot of them are already under contract, which is good. So Drew Shore doesn't want one, so we could easily move on from him. Larson, Sprong, could sign them. Deloria Gooley needs one. So yeah, a couple guys we could easily sign. And I do apologize if I sound a bit stuffed up. My allergies have been killing me the past couple days. I don't take pills, so it's my fault, but it's not my fault. So when it comes to this series, guys, we're going to do like we did for NHL 19. So I'll play one game per episode, pending obviously for the playoffs. Playoffs are different. So Grulu for no, we're not doing this trade. We'll simulate the entire preseason. We'll check out the trade finder just to see if there's anything that we could do. We're not going to do any games this episode. We're not going to simulate just the preseason. And Drew Shore leads the team with 6 points. That's great. So we'll see if there's any teams that could offer up anything. So if I put Larson out or Manson out there, no trades founded. Okay, Henrique. So there is some. So we bring Sammy Vatanen back in the third. So literally what they traded for. Literally what this trade was, and a third. No, we're not doing that trade. Cam Fowler being another one I said. Hopefully we got a couple more than just one. Second and third, no. So clearly trading is a bit harder for some people in this to find anything. I can't. Larson's young enough that I want to keep. Richie is young, but I wouldn't be opposed to seeing if we can get a trade for him. Like, I don't want to bring in Connolly, obviously. But I just feel as if Richie has not met the standards. They want San Jose wants to give up a first next year for Nick Richie. That seems like a lot to ask. Silverberg, little trade value. So I mean, what could any team want to give? Second and third. So I don't think a lot of teams are going to offer up big players right now. That's fine with me. I'm not up to make. I want to make a blockbuster deal right away. Would anyone take Kessler? No. What if I know they show. Let's put a first and Kessler. So a fourth and a fifth for a first and Kessler. So no. And a fourth and a fourth. No. So we're obviously not going to get rid of Kessler. We might have to eat that contract for the remaining of his contract, unless we become a contender in a couple of years and we still have. Maybe I could throw a first to get rid of him. So that's kind of where I stand, guys. So you know where I want to go with this team. We can easily do that, obviously moving all these players out. In real life, as we speak right now, there is a deal possibly rumored to be Anaheim and Carolina making a deal. It'd be Andre Kase. I believe that's how you pronounce his last name. So it's Kase going to Carolina for Justin Falk. I am not going to do that deal. I want to keep Kase. I don't know why the real life Ducks would get rid of him. He's only 23, and for us, he's a second line player, so we'll keep that as is. But that's pretty much it for me, guys. I will play around again with the when it comes to power plays. I mean, we're +1 here, and I just want to make sure that some of these guys are good for when it comes to adding. So I mean, right here, I know one right here. I'm gonna put Henrique there. Kase, I want to put at the point. He's a sniper. I don't want to have multiple snipers, and then I'll put Josh Manson. Why not? We'll put Gooley. He's young defenseman. Put him in there, getting him some extra time. So, like I said, guys, so yeah, I'll play with that. We're going to blow this team up. We're going to get rid of everyone except Gibson and Getzlaff. Getzlaff for the time being, like I said, just for respect. I'm not going to buy him out like Perry was. I feel he's still got some good time left, good life left in him. Not saying he's dead. That was terrible, actually. Sorry. He's got a lot of time left for his playing. His playing time is he's still got a lot of time for. I don't think he's going to grow. He might decline, obviously, but if he starts to decline, we can look at trading options. So that's it, guys. So no legends either. I didn't put any legends in this one. But that's it for me, guys. So let me know what you think about any moves we can make to start off the bat, i.e. getting rid of someone for Silverberg, someone for Henrique, and that good stuff. Tell me who you guys think as well. I think I just literally said that. My mind is all over the board. Yeah, I think that's it. Just tell me who we should try and acquire and what teams you think would be best to fit to send Henrique and Silverberg and company to. I will look into scouting some teams so we can look into possible like scheme, like how it does for the scheme fits, so we can see what players would fit our team perfectly. So like I know, example, if I go in here, take a look at Clayton Keller. If I were to look, Pro Scout, he obviously being an 84, I wonder, Phil Kessel would make more sense. So Phil Kessel's a sniper, 88 overall. He'd be great to add, 88 overall. Obviously, the higher the better. But if we go into here, our Pro Scout, it clearly shows that he doesn't fit any of our scheme for the coach. So, yeah, it'd be great to add Phil Kessel, but he doesn't fit anything into our Pro Scout. So that could affect our play right there. But if we go back to Clayton Keller, he only fits in the penalty killing line. So that also doesn't look good on us because I want someone that can play in our lineup and not just on the penalty kill. So right there, Derek Stepan, for example, he's scouted. He could fit in our top 6 forwards. So we can move him around. Obviously, it would depend. We'd have to look in more depth if we were to acquire him, but I'm not going to. But he can fit in our top 6, which is great. And then, example, probably Alvin Lekman-Larson. He only fits in defensive pairing too, so we do not want to put him up. We don't want to put him down. He fits perfectly in there. So, yeah, I'll look into that as well. That's it for me, guys. I'm going to wrap it up now before I keep rambling on. Yeah, so drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and we'll be back later this week for episode number 2, and we'll get some simming underway. Take care, guys.